Welcome to this Acumatica tutorial. My name is Zach Mayer with the Mayer Group, and today we're going to be taking a look at setting up approval processes in Acumatica. For this example, I want to create an approval map that will trigger every time a sales order total is over $10,000. To do that, my first step is to set up the approval map. That can be done by navigating to the Assignment and Approval Maps screen, which is found in the Organization section of the Configuration module. When I navigate to this screen, I'm going to see a list of all of the existing approval and assignment maps in the system, what type of map they are, as well as the related entity for each map. In this case, I'm trying to create a new approval map, so I want to click on the Add Approval Map button, and that's going to take me into the screen to set up my new map. I'm going to give it a name so that I can easily navigate back to this map if I need to make any changes in the future. So I will call it Sales Order Total over 10,000. I would then want to select my entity type. That is the type of data or the document that is going to be triggering this approval request. In this case, it is my sales order. I would then want to add a rule in the steps sidebar, which is where you're going to add one or multiple steps to your approval map. If you want a chain of approval processes, you could add multiple steps to your approval, but in this case, I really only need the one step. So in this case, I'll just call it, again, sales order over 10,000. If you wanted to have multiple steps, naming them is going to be the easiest way to keep track of them. In this case, I would then select my entity, which is going to be this section of the sales order screen that's going to again be triggering your approval. So in this case, it's going to be an order total, which would be pulled from the sales order rather than the sales order line. Within it, I'm going to find the field name that I'm using as my trigger. So in this case, I'm looking for order total. I would then choose my condition. So in this case, I want it to be greater than a value of $10,000. On the Rules Action tab, that's where you're going to determine who is going to be in charge of approving it. So for this step, I would have an employee approving it. You have a few options there, whether it's an employee from document, or employees by filter. In this case, I'm just going to set it to a specific employee, and I will have it be Maxwell Baker from our demo company here. I then have the ability to set a decision wait time, and on approval, what do I want to happen? Do I want to collect all approvals, approve the document, or complete this step? Again, that complete step option is going to be really useful if you have a multiple step approval process. My entire approval map is built. I only have this one step. So from here, I would go into sales orders or wherever the related document is that you are setting up the approval map for. And before I can go and create my actual order, I need to go into my sales order preferences and assign this map to be active. I would go to my approvals tab here, and I would select my new approval map. I'm going to assign it to my order type of sales order and find my sales order total over 10,000 approval map. If I wanted to have a notification triggered anytime that this approval process takes effect, I would be able to select that here, and I would just want to confirm that the Require Approval checkbox has been selected for sales orders. From here, I can go and enter a new sales order. It is not going to matter what customer or what item I choose, since I set this up to be triggered by any customer or item as long as the total is over 10,000. I'm going to go ahead and pick an item here, make sure I have enough quantity, in this case I only need one, to have my order total reach that $10,000 threshold. I can go ahead and save it, although I did forget my customer order number. So we're just going to plug a value in there, save our sales order, remove the hold, and it is now pending approval. I am logged in as the administrator account linked to Maxwell Baker, so I have that power to approve or reject this document. As soon as I click on approve, the order has been approved into a credit hold due to the customer I chose, but otherwise it would be in an open status, and you see it has indeed been approved. That is the entire process for setting up an approval map. Hopefully this was helpful. And if you ever have any questions about this approval process, don't hesitate to reach out to the Mayor Group, and we'd be happy to discuss Acumatica with you further. Thanks for watching.